Welcome to Picture Healer channel. Today we'll look at the 5 elements of 2026, the year of the horse, the hidden element and the lucky 5 element. We'll also look at one famous prophecy about the crimson horse and the red goat years. That's 2026 and the 2027. First, we'll find out the element for 2026. According to the Chinese 10 heavenly stem and 12 earthly branches, 2026 is a year of Bing Wu. The Bing is from the 10 heavenly stem and the Wu is from the earthly branches. Both Bing and Wu belong to the fire element, so there's a lot of fire already. Since we are in Feng Shui period 9 right now, that's from 2024 to 2043 for 20 years. Period 9 star is also a fire element. So the fire energy is very strong in 2026. According to the Chinese fortune telling, each of the earthly branches have some hidden heavenly stems. And for the earthly branch of Wu, the hidden stem include the Ding and the Ji. And the Ding belongs to the yin fire element and the Ji belongs to the earth element. So the Ding fire just adds 2 more fire to the whole combination of 2026, and the Ji bring out some earth element. Even though it's the yin earth, that means it's a weaker earth. And in the 5 element relationships, the earth element can reduce fire. So the earth element is actually very useful and lucky in 2026 because we already have a lot of fire and we need to control the strong energy so it doesn't cause problems. Another way to look at the element is by the 60 Jia Zi or the 60-year cycle. For 2026, it's called the 天河水 or the heavenly river water. So there is some water element this year. And this water is more like a river water flowing down from heaven. And you will meet with the fire element of the horse. So this creates an interesting situation because the water and fire can be opposite. When we have too much fire, it can burn and dry up the water. And if we have too much water, it can drown the fire. So it's a little bit tricky. Things can go a little extreme in 2026. A lot of fortune tellers talk about Bing Wu year as a wild horse year because of the strong fire energy. People are full of passion, ambition, skills, and can be very emotional or impulsive, and sometimes irrational and become extreme from all the strong fire energy. So that's one challenge for 2026. So what's the lucky 5 element for 2026, the horse year? Because we have a lot of strong fire element this year, we don't need any more fire. The lucky element will be the element that can balance this strong fire. So here, the lucky element is the earth to reduce the fire, and also water. Water can control the fire, so it can balance the fire. But be careful about too much water because of the water-fire conflict. Too much controlling can cause problem too. So based on the lucky element of earth and water, the lucky colors for 2026 will be the earth tone color such as yellow, brown, and beige, and also color of water element. That's a blue and black. So that's the basic lucky element for 2026. And many people will also look at their birth chart or the 八字 chart. If you already have a lot of fire in your chart, this year can become challenging for you. And if fire element is your lucky element, then you have good luck this year. For example, you don't have enough fire in your birth chart, then you need the fire energy to keep you going and have new breakthroughs. The lucky element can be different for everybody. Some people just need the extra push or the extra energy to break the old pattern and try something different and go to the next level. Next, we'll look at a very famous saying. It's called the crimson horse and the red gold ears, the 赤马红羊节. The horse means the horse year, 2026, and following that is the year of gold, 2027. Both Bing Wu and Ding Wei have strong fire element. That's why we call it crimson horse and red gold ears. And there is a hint of blood. It's said that during these 2 years, some type of disasters can happen. In Chinese history, it can mean the emperor's death, end of a dynasty, some type of revolution, war, or natural disasters. And this happens about every 60 years. Because it's based on the 60 years cycle. We can look back at about 60 years ago. In China, there was a Chinese Cultural Revolution, and a lot of valuable books and cultures were destroyed, and a lot of scholars were killed. We don't know what will happen in 2026 and 2027, but according to this prophecy, there will be some big-scale drama, historical changes, or some type of revolution. And there will probably be some types of fighting or injury in the process. Now we are in 2025. We can already feel the energy that's more irrational, chaotic, and dramatic. And they can come from strong fire energy. We cannot control the fire energy, and all we can do is to try to be calm, try to be rational, and don't believe everything in the media or what other people want you to believe. It's more important to have independent thinking, reasoning, and stay in the middle and not affected by all the noise and all the temptations. The challenge of 2026 and even 2027 is to keep your calm and cool and follow your direction without being distracted by other people. The fire energy is valuable, but we still need to balance it so it doesn't go extreme and cause problems. That's why I think the lucky elements will be the water and the earth. And try to keep our lives simple so we can see clearly and focus on our own directions without being distracted or being blinded by others. So that's a 5-element analysis about 2026, the year of the horse. Our 2026 Feng Shui Planner should be out in the next few days. I'll put the link in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching and see you next week.